Hey folks, Joe Libin, Latitude Lending here. Welcome to this month's Breaking Down the Mortgage. Hope you're all doing well. Want to give you another product, an actual product, a new arrow in the quiver that's not really new but is new to help you sell more homes. Simple, simple, right? That's the whole goal here. This is primarily designed for folks that aren't making a lot of money or maybe no money at all, but have assets. It's asset utilization. So think of it this way: someone they want to buy before they sell. They want to sell their existing home, or they not even buy it before they sell. Let's say they've got it under contract. They want to sell. They've got three or 400,000. They want to roll over to the next home. They're moving up, right? Or they're moving down. Either way, and they need to borrow some money, but they don't show any real income on the W-2 side or self-employed side for that matter. But they've got a lot of assets as well. So they're going to have some money down, but they also have a bunch of assets. And even if they don't have money down, we can still use their assets. But either way, it's all about the assets as income. So what does it look like? We're going to go here and I'm going to show you to this page here. So folks that have retirement money, say they've got $1 million in the bank. They've got $1 million in the bank, but they're 48 years old, right? They're not retirement age. We can use 70% of that income. So let's say somebody has $1 million in the bank. I can take 70% of that, which would be 700,000, right? And what am I able to do? We're going to go back one page here. With Fannie and Freddie, you used to have to take that money and divide it by 360 months if it was Freddie, or 240 by Fannie. That doesn't give you a lot of dough. But on the non-QM side, we can divide that by 60. So if I take my same $1 million, they're below 59 and a half, so I can take 70% of that because we have to account for early withdrawals, right? They're not retirement age. I take that 700,000, which is 70% of the million, divide it by 60 months, not 240 months. That gives me here's my calculator, $11,000 to approve them with. Problem solved, right? So this is a great product that's going to help you sell more. So who are these people? Who are we looking for that this works for? We are looking specifically for, think of retirees, people that are living comfortably on their savings, pensions, or investment. Or down here at the bottom, earlier retirees, people that have that are exiting the workforce, or in my case, I had an engineer and they didn't want to be an engineer anymore, so they went and became a Pilates instructor. So they went from making a huge amount of money to not a huge amount of money, but they've got a huge 401k still they have access to, right? So they're exiting the workforce early. Unemployed or non-traditional or really underemployed, she kind of falls into that aspect where they're kind of living off of some of that income. Trust funders, of course, this is a big one. Recent divorcees or people that got a legal settlement, that is. Divorce situations, that can be a good one. Of course, self-employed, high net worth individuals, they make a lot of money, they have a lot of money, but they're not showing that they make any money, right? Or investors that are leaning on just assets or rental income. So again, this works great. Fannie and Freddie's program has been, dividing it by 360 months or 240. We don't need to do that. We can go over here. It's a great program. The interest rates are slightly higher than Fannie or Freddie, but hey, this allows us to move forward and get somebody to be able to own a home without the drama and maybe without having somebody co-sign for them as well. So if you have folks that kind of fall into this bucket, this is who we're looking for. We do have a way to help them and make it go as long as they have assets. So anyway, keep that in mind. If you have questions on this, please reach out to me. Never too busy to help, never too busy for your referrals. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.